It is the middle of the night, and we're waiting for the sun to come up. While we're doing that, we're gonna drink from a cup. The cup is empty, and that causes me pain. But that's okay, because at least we got rain. It's a good thing I don't write these in advance or something. Anyway, shoot the sun. Get ourselves a prize. A chest. Yeah, this ain't no fire arrow nonsense. Hey, where's Pierre at? Did Pierre despawn? Alright, let's try that again, I guess. There we go. And we get him sooner or later. Alright. Well, that only took about 3 minutes right there. And it's just a bundle of arrows. But you might notice something kind of cool. On my tracker, I got everything fixed. Basically, what I did was I just started a new file on the tracker. Tracker's not actually connected to the game in any way. It's like a totally separate program. So you just run it and start a new file, and nobody knows the difference, really. So, but I guess at this point we know, by process of elimination, that the water medallion is in the fire temple, so I'm going to go ahead and set that. Wait a minute, I didn't take down, how many keys did I have for that? I had 5, I'm pretty sure. I'll actually double check that in between videos, because I'm not sure about the map or the compass or any of that. But yeah. So yeah. But now at least we have the right thing, the Zora Sapphire by Deku Tree, so it makes a little more sense now. So what am I actually doing here? Well, I said in the video description of the last video we were gonna try to do some odds and ends. So I got a couple Skulltulas I want to check out. Let me see what I have written down here. Oh shoot, I was right by the lab there just now too. Should have looked at the list before I played the song, but oh well. Apparently it's a Skulltula in the... Ugh. You shut up. Man. He's gonna come back. Oh my god, that was close. Huh. Anyway. What? Oh man, so much for that ladder immunity I thought we had. Oh, that sound they make right before they take off, though. It's like one of the most terrifying things ever. There we go, right in the butt. Right in the buttocks. So I came down here just to get this one Skulltula right over here. So I figure why not. So it's quite easy to forget. And that's just a recovery heart, so oh well. So apparently there's also a Skulltula in the lab that I somehow missed, even though I was right there next to it. Sure enough, these suckers are underwater. Okay, can we back away from it? So you can't use your sword underwater. Whoop. Well, piece of heart, okay. So that brings us to 30. While I'm at it, let me check my Skulltula number and make sure it's consistent here. 72, okay, cool. I wasn't sure if it actually was or not, but well, at least now we know. I need something to kind of just, just to take my imagination and kind of just run away with it. And Zora Fountain is always the place to do that for me. I was gonna say if only we could dive there, but then again, it's blocked by ice from this direction anyway. Which means, I guess, we're doing a fast forward here. I'm back. Oh, I thought that was never gonna run out. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was a long. Well, that probably wasn't that much longer than, yeah, whatever. Anyway. Well, at least Mr. Nice Dude is scooted over so we can get back here and take a look-see at Zora's fountain. As an adult. Oh, I never even grabbed that Skulltula there as a kid, didn't I? Did I? My. This music plays everywhere, apparently. Alright, well, let's start with the bottom of the lake here. Also, I bought the Hylian shield, like, for my kid self, since somehow I still didn't have it yet. There's one out there somewhere, like, I can pick up somewhere, but so I guess we'll get it at some point and just not ever use it or whatever. I mean, we can still use it as a kid, I'm sure. Oh, remember last time I came down here and I, like, got all the rupees and I was all like, I wonder if I'm the only person in the world that's ever done that? Yeah, right. More bomb shoes, no. But that's okay. Yeah, while we're at it, why don't we equip this thing and see what color we got here? Wow, is that like chartreuse? It's like lime green or something. It's kind of weird looking, actually. It's amazing how many different shades of one color you can get. Because it's still Link, you know? It's like he's in the green tunic. Anyway, well, at least we won't drown anymore. So let's get up here and, oh yeah, look at this piece of heart over here. That's a small key for Fire Temple, okay. 6! And we still don't have them all. My land! See, that'd be a good brutal question for, like, throne controllers. How many keys are in the Fire Temple in Ocarina of Time? I bet you a lot of people couldn't answer that question. I couldn't. And I'd like to think I know this game fairly well, but I did not know there were over 6 keys. Like, if you had asked me that question even 5 days ago, I would have said, oh, well, that's easy, 5. Nope. I would have been wrong. There they are. I'm not gonna bother making the sound every single time for every one of these. I just felt the ground vibrate, like somebody just came up behind me or something. Well, let's see what we got in here. Oh yeah, I guess since we're going through this, might as well bring up comment question of the day. It's time to post the comments. I haven't even screen grabbed them yet. Yet again. It's kind of becoming a bad habit of mine, like not, you know, screen capping them until after I've recorded the episode. Like, what is all that? You should screen cap them first so you can comment on them, you know? So you can, like, comment on your comments, you know? Small key for bottom of the well. You know, to be honest, like, this last couple of days, I don't know what it is, but I just do not feel motivated at all. I don't know if it's, like, depression or something, but it's just, I don't know, it's got a hold on me. It's like I just don't want to do anything, you know? So I sat and watched ASMR videos all day today, and just, like, you know, they're fun to listen to, you know, sometimes, I guess, but, like, after a while, it's like you look and 3 hours have gone by, and you're like, what have I been doing? Stop making that sound, you're making me want to do it. Sounded kind of human the way he grunted there after I hit him. Yeah, so that's why I came here tonight to the Zora fountain, so we could... I'm not gonna need the ferry, so let's be honest here. Alright, so grab 1 blue fire, grab 2 blue fire, and just be on our merry way. But yeah, like, sometimes when I'm making these videos, like, before I start recording, I ask myself, like, how in the world am I gonna do this? Because I felt this the same way yesterday, too. But after I started recording, then it seemed like I was fine. So, I will admit, though, this whole thing with, like, recording every day like this, it's harder than you think it would be. Mainly because I really don't like doing things on a schedule. I knew if I kept trying, it would get them sooner or later. It's definitely not the way you were meant to do that, though. Well. Alright, see what we got here. So yeah, for now, I'm just kind of trying to, you know, more or less push through it, you know? That's all you really can do sometimes. Start playing the game, get your mind off things, you know? I mean, video games do help in that regard. They always have. I think that's why I love them so much. But as far as commentary goes, if it seems like I've been a little out of sorts, that might be why. I just don't know what it is. Like, there's something's wrong with my left ear, too. Because it feels like, you know how your ears pop after you get off a plane? Well, it feels like my left ear's popped permanently. I can't seem to get to feel right, so I wanted to get some hydrogen peroxide tonight, but I was too lazy to go to the grocery store. I ended up going to the gas station instead, so... And didn't think to look for it when I was there, so, oh well. And so eventually, I guess we'll have to get that Goron tunic and see what color that one is. I couldn't even fathom a guess at this point, to be honest. So the first thing that comes to mind is white. Just straight up white, you know? Like jet white. Actually, the term is jet black, I know, but... Good job, Nabby. Alright, let's grab this here. Or should I call you Zelda? Just in there gasping all this time. She hasn't been gasping much in here, though, so I guess maybe she's just not gasping. But she's not Balthazar either, or... Oh no, that's Gaspar I'm thinking of, my bad. Oh well. Failed attempt at a Chrono Trigger joke, but can't exactly go back in time to fix it now, can we? I hear you, Skulltula. I'll get to you in just a moment. That's not how you don't blue fire. Alright, Mr. Heartpiece, what you got? There's the Ocarina of Time. Well, there you go. I got the Ocarina of Time. Whoop-de-doo. And Skulltula... Doodle-doo. It's actually a Skulltula. Well, that's 75. That's a landmark. 3/4 of the way, y'all. So go ahead and fill up my bottles here before we leave. Alright, well, that room's cleaned out. Let's move along. Yeah, so as far as a question for tomorrow, well, once again, I didn't really... Okay, I got one. This is a randomizer-related question. What is a randomizer that doesn't exist yet that you think should be one? That would actually be kind of tricky, because there are some that do exist. I found out just a couple days ago that there's a Dragon Quest, or Dragon Warrior randomizer for the first Dragon Warrior game. It's technically the first Dragon Quest. They're the same thing, but still. So Karant was streaming it, and I was watching him play it, and it made me want to try it, so... I don't know. I might try it tomorrow, I'm not sure yet. Okay, why am I going back in here? I'm not sure. So, alternate ways to answer this question would be, what 2 games do you think should be put together into a randomizer? Sort of like Super Metroid and Link to the Past. Are there like 2 other games you think would work really well for one of those? And my answer to that would actually be Metroid Prime 2 and Twilight Princess. I think that would be a wicked as hell randomizer right there. It would also be extremely scary. There actually is a Metroid Prime randomizer, and occasionally I get frozen in ice. And occasionally people ask me to do it, so, you know, I guess I'll have to someday. I keep telling people I want to, like, refamiliarize myself with Metroid Prime 1, and then I just don't do it, you know? It's like, all I have to do is stream the damn thing. Got it on my Wii U, it's like, why don't I just do it, you know? Oh, I suppose I should get this while we're here. I almost forgot you were there, buddy. Buddy. Deku Nut, whoop-a-doo. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn. Burn the mother down, yada. God, it's too bad Night Fever by the Bee Gees can't come back the way that September has. I mean, don't get me wrong, September is a good song and all, but it's like also one of those that's kind of like, when I would hear it when I was younger and I would hear it, it would always bring to mind like the Muppets. Like it sounded like the Muppets were singing it with really long snouts. I get that same thing, the same exact picture in my head when I hear "Oh What a Night." You know, the December 1963 "Oh What a Night." The same exact thing happens when I hear that song. It sounds like people are singing it with a bunch of snot in their noses, and they're trying to stop the snot from dripping out by doing that long face thing that you do to make your nostrils longer so the snot doesn't drip out or something. So it's like, oh, what a night! You know, I don't know, it's something about long snouts and like people who sing like that, you know. It's like, well, the Bee Gees sing in falsetto too, you know, but at least they're like nasal about it, so you don't have to be nasal to do it. So when you don't, but when you're like trying to be the opposite of nasal, it's just as dumb, you know. I don't know. So I don't know, you know. It's good old synesthesia at work again, probably. I don't really need this blue fire because I already thawed King Zora. So, oh well. It's like I complain way too much though about that, like about 80 songs that become popular again. My biggest complaint about it, I guess, that I don't know if I've actually ever said in a video. I get mixed up between what I've said in a video and what I've said on Reddit and yada yada. But like, it seems like every other time an 80s song regains popularity, it's one of the Axis of Awesome songs. It's like Don't Stop Believin', or Country Roads, Take Me Home, or Africa. You know, I don't mind Africa so much because that was like one of my jams back in the day. Even though I will concede it is kind of overplayed even now, but oh well. What are you gonna do? Here's another shortcut here that you can do. Just run up here and do this, and nope. Okay, I guess you don't have to roll, but whatever. Yeah, I really almost did it there. I'm hearing it so much lately. Roar! Alright, I guess that does it for Ice Cavern. I don't think we missed anything there. Oh, hi. Oh. Yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll be better, I don't know. I don't know what's gotten into me these last 3 nights. These last 3 nights I've driven out to the store and had the song Darkness by Peter Gabriel playing in the car. Wait, oh, 2 things. Oh yeah, I guess Iron Boots, Water of Serenade. Serenade of Water, I mean. Yeah, the first night, you know, it's like, it was fitting. The song was like perfect with how I was feeling. Would you get down there? And then the second night, it's like, oh wow, that was like kind of an unforgettable night with me listening to that song and all, and being depressed, so let's relive it. And I wasn't as depressed that night, but then tonight I was depressed again. I don't know if depressed is the right word. This is very unmotivated though. I just don't want to, like, so many things I need to work on. I got the Earthbound sequelitis basically done, but I don't want to send it to Poltergust because, like, he's probably going to draw the water hands again, but I know he really loves Earthbound, and, like, I have this whole big ending part where I say all this bad stuff about Earthbound because originally I was going to do an antagonist review of Earthbound, and just, like, kind of, well, do an antagonist review of it, what can I say? A couple of years ago when I did the Super Mario 64 race, and I said, oh, I'm the antagonist, MRFers, and all that. Well, the reason I did that day, I'll explain it in the sequelitis more, probably, but, well, the thing is that something happened to me that year that made me feel like I was the antagonist in someone else's life. And it was like one of the first times ever that I actually because I thought that before, and like I think everybody does sometimes, but I was never really that serious in my thoughts of it. It's like, oh, what if I was the antagonist? So, wouldn't that be cool? But I never really took the thought seriously before until this one time, and that was 2016. So, and I did this whole write-up about it that very few people have ever actually seen, but that's why I went and turned off full tilt and said I'm the antagonist, and then ended up winning that race. And I felt like I almost had to win the race. I had to do it as the antagonist because if I could do that, then I felt like I could do anything or something. It's kind of hard to explain what I was really thinking in that moment. It's more like if I could win this race as the antagonist, maybe I could be him instead of always being the vanilla nice guy and all that, or whatever. So, yeah, but, what am I doing again? I'm done with the ice cavern, I guess, but I guess we'll head off and go over and start on Gerudo Valley next. So all we really have to do is walk there, or teleport there, or whatever. But yeah, well, long story short there, I almost started a series based on that, based on the antagonist, and what it was going to be was a series where I do negative game reviews of games that everybody loves. And Earthbound was going to be the first one. It's not that I don't like Earthbound, don't get me wrong. And I'm sure I've even brought it up before, like earlier in the LP, that I have a few issues with, like, the way it treats its characters, which I'll get into when the sequelitis actually makes it out, but I guess the problem is that, like, I don't know if well, it's like I was saying, you know, it's like, if I'm gonna, like, hire someone to help out with the art, and it's someone who really loves the game, I don't want them to hate me for it. I know that shouldn't matter, like, everybody's got their own opinion about stuff. But this person is actually an extremely good debater. So, like, I guess maybe what it is I'm afraid he's going to try to talk me out of it or something, or say, well, like, take that part out or something. I don't think he would actually do that. He's not that kind of person, but still, it's just something that's been on my mind, you know, so it's kind of like, maybe I should just do it all myself, or I don't know. So I've been hesitant with this script and all. But the script is basically done. I've had a few last-minute revisions I did to it like 3 or 4 days ago, before this apparent depressive episode, or whatever you want to call it, hit. So, yeah. But I don't know. It's like, I've also been sleeping way more than I need to. Sleeping like 10 or 11 hours at night. It's kind of making me more tired, because it's like I'm sleeping too much. So I need to start getting up early again. I also can't help but think, though, that part of the reason I've been sleeping so long is because I need to. Because of this weird sick thing, where it's like I'm on and off getting sick. I'm getting these weird combinations of symptoms. Like, you know how when you get the flu, you get that really nasty, thick snot? I don't mean to talk about that, but, oh, well, I have the snot, but I never got the flu, so, like, what's going on there? I don't really know. Plus this thing with my left ear feeling like it's perpetually popped for the last 5 days. What scares me also is that, I think I'm gonna stop the video here actually, but like, I don't want to finish this thought. What scares me is that about a week ago, I thought I heard some bug fly into my left ear. And now for this to be happening like a week after that, is just like, I hope the two things aren't connected. I don't want to be one of those people that ends up in a video where they pull some giant slug that's like 2 inches long out of somebody's ear. I don't want to be that person, you know, who had that thing in his ear all that time. And anyway, so yeah, I'm stopping the video here because I need to cut this one a little bit short because I'm way late. Again, I had a hard time, like, making myself record, so I'm glad I did now. I do feel a little better, so hopefully, but yeah. Thanks, guys, for being so understanding. I love you all. Did I ever propose a comment question of the day? I think I did. Didn't I? Yeah. The one about, like, what randomizer would you like to see, or what's your dream randomizer? Or does it already exist? I don't know. Yeah, well, anyway, see you guys later. Bye now.